A pleasant day, everyone, to our active listeners, viewers, and of course to our active coach, Judith S. Martinez. I am Vicent D. Rojas, together with my humble study of number 5. Today, we will be discussing and exploring about the 5 best PRC questions from Gurong Pinoy, which shows this best questions from PRC as it covers the topic 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Without further ado, let's begin. So again, I am Vicent D. Rojas from study of number 5. So as for the topic 1, here is the best question. Number 1. According to Jean Piaget's stages of cognitive development, which stage is characterized by the ability to think abstractly and systematically? First, we have A. Sensomotor, B. Pre-operational, C. Concrete operational, or D. Formal operational. So as for this question, why is it under Module 1 or Topic 1? Learner-centered teaching, foundations and characteristics. So understanding how learners think and develop is a fundamental aspect of learner-centered teaching. So Piaget's stages provide a foundational framework for educators to understand the cognitive capabilities of their students at different ages and different stage. This knowledge helps our teachers tailor their teaching methods and materials to be developmentally appropriate and effectively engage learners. So basically, choice A is not the answer, because sensomotor, from birth to about 2 years, during this stage, infants learn primarily through their senses and motor actions. So their understanding of the world is based on the direct physical interaction. Therefore, they don't have yet the ability to think critically, abstractly, or systematically. Their thinking is more likely very much tied to the present moment and their immediate actions. Choice B is not the answer, because pre-operational stage, about 2 to 7 years, children in this stage begin to use symbols like words and pictures, but their thinking is still quite intuitive and egocentric. They struggle with logical reasoning, understanding different perspectives, and performing mental operations in a systematic way. Their thinking is more focused on what they see and feel in the moment rather than abstract possibilities. So basically, option B is not the right answer. Obviously, option C is not also the correct answer, because concrete operational stage from 7 to 11 years, in this stage, the children develop logical thinking about concrete events. They can understand concepts like conservation, which are the amount of something stays the same even if its appearance changes, and can classify objects into different categories. But their logical thinking is still tied to physical objects and experiences. They typically struggle with abstract ideas and hypothetical situations that are not grounded in reality. So it comes from their minds, not in reality. Therefore, the ability to think abstractly and systematically is hallmark of the formal operational stage, which is the option D, not the sensomotor, pre-operational, or concrete operational stages. So the right answer for this question for topic 1 is letter D, the formal operational stage. I hope you learned something from this question. So Miss Norima Abubakar will now proceed to the topic 2's question. Thank you for watching.
A pleasant day, everyone. A pleasant day, coach. I am Narima A. Abubakar from Study Hub number 5. And for the group simulation of topic 2, which is the learner-centered psychological principles, we choose the question that relates to Jean Piaget theory. So the question is, as a child, they get to pretend that they are Cinderella or a hero in a Marvel cartoons. And for Piaget, this is the stage of development: A. Centration, B. animism, C. Pre-operational, and D. Decentration. So, the question asks about the stage of development described by Piaget, where children pretend to be characters like Cinderella or Marvel heroes. And the correct answer for these questions is the letter C, which is the pre-operational. So the letter C is the correct answer. This is because the pre-operational stage, roughly age 2 to 7 years, is characterized by symbolic thinking, where children use symbols like pretending to be someone else to represent objects and ideas. While the letter A, B, and D are incorrect because they describe different aspects of cognitive development that are not the primary focus of pretend. Decentration is focusing on one aspect of situation. Animism is giving lifelike to qualities inanimate objects, and the decentration is the ability to consider multiple aspects of situations simultaneously. Pretend play is a hallmark of the Piaget theory symbolic thought. And this what make the letter C, which is the pre-operational stage, is the correct answer for the questions.
Hey Coach Jude, my name is Rhea Jean Pipaneras from BSED English 1A. So today I'll be discussing about the topic 3, which is the organization and management of learner-centered classroom. So question number 3 is, which of the following will you do first to establish a good classroom management? So A, discuss the required rules for proper class behavior. B, discuss the work plan for the year. And C, prepare a seat plan. Or D, train the class in the distribution of materials. So the answer for the question number 3 is letter A. Discussing the required rules for proper class behavior is the crucial first step in classroom management. It sets the initial expectation for students' conduct, which is fundamental for a positive learning environment. Option B, C, and D address academic planning, organization, and procedures, which are important but secondary to establishing behavioral norms for effective classroom management. Classroom management aims to create a well-ordered and productive space, and behavior is the intermediate foundation. So that would be all for the question number 3. Let's proceed to question number 4.
Good day, everyone. I'm Cassandra Patayonan from BSED English 1A, and I'll guide you through this question. So the question is, a student with an intellectual disability struggles to complete classroom tasks independently. Which of the following is the most effective strategy to improve independent learning? Choices are letter A, increasing the difficulty to challenge the student, letter B, providing clear step-by-step instruction using visuals, letter C, giving assistance to the student to complete a task, or letter D, providing twice the time to accomplish the task. If your answer is letter B, then you are correct. Providing clear step-by-step instructions with visuals directly addresses the learning challenge of students with an intellectual disability by breaking down tasks into manageable parts and offering accessible visual support for better understanding and independence. It is not A because increasing difficulty would likely exacerbate the student's struggle. It is not C because while support is needed, constant assistance hinders the development of independent learning. And it is not also D because extra time can be helpful, but it doesn't address the core need for clear understanding of how to complete the task independently.
Good morning. I am Kenneth A. Gonzalez, and today I will be discussing one of the best questions from topic 5 which is to facilitate testing and measurement, which provide data for evaluation. Objectives in value development are transferred into behaviors that are A. Measurable, observable, or describable. B. Reliable and time-bound. Letter C. Specific, measurable, and attainable based on the time allotment. And letter D. Cognitive and behavioral. So the correct answer is letter A. Measurable, observable, or describable. Because to facilitate testing and measurement for evaluation, objectives and value development must be expressed in ways that can be clearly identified and assessed. Measurable, observable, or describable behaviors allow data collection and evaluation. B is not the answer because while reliability is important for measurement, time-bound is more relevant to goal setting than the fundamental nature of behaviors for measurement. It is not C because specific and attainable based on time allotment are useful for instructional objectives but not primary requirement for behaviors used in testing and measuring of value development. And it is not D because cognitive behavioral describes the domains of learning, not the qualities needed for behaviors to be used in testing and measurement.